Okay guys, I know y'all are waiting for an update from my video when I went to the doctor. It's been a past hectic couple days since I went to the doctor. Okay, so let me first start by saying that I'm not pregnant. Super happy. Um, Second of all, this is gonna be kind of like a two-part video because the first part of it I do want to talk about how the doctor is going to be testing my hormones. I want to say she was doing 2 hormonal tests because I did tell her that um, our mom had her menopause pretty young, in her late 30s, early 40s, and I've been experiencing hot flashes. So she is going to go ahead and test my hormones, which I'm super excited for. I was really pleased that she was like, it was kind of her idea, and she was like, let's go ahead and test it, let's see where you're at, yada yada yada. And I was just like, oh my god, thank you, because I have been wanting to know, dead ass. Like, I'm like, oh my god, like, am I on my premenopausal? Because these hot flashes are pretty insane. Okay, so so I'm really excited for that. I'm waiting on the results. Of course, I'm gonna let y'all know when I get the results. Ooh, excuse me. So the second part of the visit was that I was giving her my symptoms. So, on, I think it was Thursday when I actually went to the doctor. So on Thursday I woke up and I legit felt hungover. I felt like I had morning sickness. I was so nauseous. I felt like my chest was super heavy. I was having hot flashes. I was really like, what is going on? Like, my symptoms are all over the place. Like, I could not pinpoint. And it's not like something that I have been feeling super frequently. I've actually been feeling really good. So to have those feelings, I was like, what is going on? So that's what really triggered Chris to be like, let's take you to the doctor, because for you to actually tell me that you want to go to the doctor is insane. Because usually I'm like, no, it's fine. Like, I'll thug it out. But no, I felt like something was wrong. So I went ahead and I was telling her all of my symptoms. And she was like, to be honest, she's like, this literally sounds like textbook anxiety. Now, I have always self-diagnosed myself to having anxiety because I always feel like the mental load of it, the overthinking, the stress, all that stuff like that. But for it to be actually affecting me physically is insane. And to have an actual medical professional give me the diagnosis is pretty crazy. She was like, you have a chronic anxiety. I was like, oh my God. Which, of course, there's nothing wrong with having anxiety. A lot of people have it. A lot of people have it undiagnosed. But I will say that it was super validating for me because, to be honest, I've been really going through it mentally. It is, I'm a stay-at-home mom of 4 boys. Chris is a welder. He works a lot of hours. And majority of the time, I'm at home. I'm with the kids. I'm constantly on mom mode. And quite frequently, I have been feeling super overwhelmed to the point where I'm telling Chris, I'm telling, my 2 friends, I'm like, hey guys, I'm just letting you know, like, this is how I feel, because I swear to God, my FYP page was like showing me all these moms who, when people think that moms are stressed, they always think the worst, right? So that is something that I was constantly reassuring Chris and my friends. I'm like, I'm not trying to harm myself. I love myself. I'm not trying to harm the kids. I just feel like I kind of want to run away for a little bit, but I want to come back because I love my kids. I love my life, but it's just a lot. Me and Chris, we don't really have a village here in Houston, and it's really hard for us to have alone time, to have kid free time, and all that stuff. So it does get overwhelming for it to be just me and him, and he works just as much. He works a lot of hours. So it's tough when the only person that can relieve you is also super tired. But I will say that her letting me know that that is going on made me feel so validated, because I legit thought I was going crazy. Like, there's times where I'm like, girl, are you just being dramatic? Like, the emotions were super high. I know, like, a few weeks ago, I felt like I internalized my anxiety where I was just like, oh my God, like just, ugh. And then like slightly after that, I was having chest pains. So, and like that day was like probably one of the first times that I told Chris, like, something is wrong. I don't know, like, I feel weird, you know, all that stuff. So, because I am nursing still slightly at night, um, she was like, I don't want to treat you yet because, you know, the medication does say it's okay, but, you know, I don't feel comfortable, which I was like, that's completely fine. She did say for me to see her back in like 3 months to go over that. She did recommend therapy, continue to working out, um, you know, trying to get my alone time, trying to get my me time. And then, you know, and then she said she was going to give me a call back as far as like the hormones and stuff like that. So, that's kind of, I know I made y'all wait a long time. That's my little update on that. So I will definitely be going, I'll definitely be updating y'all when I get my results for sure. And then also just doing, just mental health checks here on the internet, because I know I'm not alone when I feel like this as a stay-at-home mom, as a default parent, as somebody that does not have a village. It gets tough, and I just want to bring awareness because it's tough putting yourself out there and letting everybody know that we do struggle. We're blessed to be able to stay at home with our kids. You know, we're blessed to be able to raise our kids, but at the same time, it's tough. It is a tough full-time job, and some of us don't ever clock out. So